Hey Transformers, Coach Andrew here with a very special guest. This is my brother and friend, Victor Clarke, in here with us today. He's been on the program for some time now and has really got a cool story to share. I'm going to intro a little bit because you need to know that Victor actually doesn't have any legs below the knee, which is really cool because he hasn't let that excuse get in his way of putting up some awesome numbers. You want to share those numbers real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we've had some variation recently, but I think this is still the lowest it's ever been.
Yeah.
So the overall scale weight, 29.2. Overall fat loss, 35.8. Up 2.8 in muscle, up 3.8 in hydration. It's been tough for me, so that's awesome. Good check on.
Oh, and 16 inches lost overall, which I thought was pretty substantial.
Yeah.
And what he's saying is we've had to make some accommodations with how we take his readings, and he's still putting up great numbers. The reason I wanted to share Victor's story with you today is because he had a goal in mind, a really specific goal that not a lot of us can touch. A lot of us may talk about getting healthy, may talk about losing weight, may talk about getting rid of certain ailments. Victor had the opportunity to get basically new legs. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And he has the opportunity for the first time in his life to run. And I think that's incredible. You want to share what you just shared with me?
Yeah. So for the last couple months, actually really closer to a year now, I think I've been working more seriously with this group called Amputee Blade Runners here in Nashville. They're a fantastic organization. They set up people with running blades, which are crazy expensive and insurance never covers them, so they do amazing work. It's an inspirational group of guys. And for the last couple months, I've had appointments set out with them every 2 months. We have a target weight because a lot of these components, it's like any other machinery. You've got a weight limit that will break if you're over that. And obviously, scale weight. I'm not going to bother them with all these numbers. That's a particularly just scale weight kind of thing. But having two sets of goals that kind of working in tandem is really, I'm feeling the fire under me here. And so for the first time yesterday, I saw Aaron over at ABR, and he set me up. They call them stubbies, which is basically you put a little rubber foot thing on the end of where your biological limb ends. And you try to get used to walking around on that before they pump you back up to your full height, because the higher you get, they like to use this analogy of a beer stein versus a wine glass, talking about your center of gravity. So they put the little foot right on the end of your biological limb and have you run around like that, which makes me about 3.5 feet tall while I do this. But for the first time Wednesday, I was walking without the crutches for the first time since I've been about, I think it was like 4th grade is the last time I remember just throwing down the crutches and going to, goof around with people in recess. So it's pretty awesome. The only factors left to go now. The path is just get the muscle control and get the strength to do a couple miles like that. I'm not super pumped about running around on a track looking like a member of the Lollipop Guild, but I'll get over it.
It's a process.
But it's incrementally bumping up the springiness of the materials and the height until you get to the blades that you see people with, the Oscar Pistorius and all that level. So it's in sight. All the you see the path in front of you, and it's going pretty well.
That's fantastic, and like he said, they are only concerned with the mechanics of it, with the scale weight, and he could have lost scale weight other ways, but he was also concerned about getting healthy on the inside and living life to the fullest, and he hasn't let any limitations truly limit him. You found ways around it. You've sidestepped some obstacles, you've stumbled over others and then gotten up, and others you've just crashed right through, and that's so amazing, and I'm so proud of you, and it's been my honor to work with you so far, and I look forward to see what you're capable of next. And you could be the next great story as well. We want to hear your story. We want to walk with you on your journey wherever that takes you.